Youngest Caribbean Carnival participants got the chance to strut their stuff in Scarborough today. The Junior Carnival Parade returned for the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic started. Participants danced and marched in colorful costumes from Malvern Community Centre to Nielsen Park.
It's part of culture, and just after the pandemic, it's wonderful just to be out here and let them have fun for once.
Spending time with my friends and family and having fun. I hope everybody else has fun.
The crowds are mostly like your parents and things like that, but they're like your biggest supporters, and like all the parents are like hyping you guys up and stuff like that, so yeah.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was one of the dignitaries taking part in the festivities today. He and Mayor John Tory celebrated the return of the carnival for the first time since 2019.
It's been a tough time, though. These past 2 years, we've seen a rise in anti-black racism, in intolerance that's associated with so many of the challenges people faced. And on a day like this, we get to remind ourselves what it is to be Canadian.
And yes, it's about the next generation of Carnival participants growing up by being part of today. But it's about more than that. It's about them having the self-confidence from being in the parade and from being supported today by all of us here to be whatever they want to be.
The Caribbean Carnival is celebrating its 55th year, and the return of the Grand Parade is set for July 30th. Toronto police are trying to identify a woman in an arson investigation. Security camera images have been released. Investigators say a woman set fire to 4 vehicles parked on Weston Road near Victoria Avenue early this morning. She's also accused of starting a fire that engulfed a home on Sykes Avenue and lighting garbage on fire outside of an address on Weston Road. No one was injured. The woman was last seen wearing a long jacket, sandals, and a scarf. Anyone with information is asked to call police or Crime Stoppers. Police have made an arrest after a woman was killed in Toronto's East End earlier this month. Investigators say 26-year-old Nicholas Hirsch was taken into custody yesterday. He's been charged with first-degree murder in the death of Megan Elizabeth Krant. The 32-year-old was found shot to death in a parking lot on Gerrard near Woodbine back on July 7th. Police are also looking for 29-year-old Chelsea Mace in connection with the killing. She's wanted for accessory after the fact to murder. Investigators say she should be considered armed and dangerous. Anyone who sees her is asked to keep their distance and call 911. Toronto police continue to appeal for help in their search for a missing senior. 76-year-old Antonio Madera was last seen Tuesday in the Winona Drive and Mulberry Crescent area. He's described as 5'5", 150 pounds, with short white hair and a white beard. He was wearing a dark jacket, light pants, and a baseball hat. Antonio's son is urging members of the public to help search for his father.
My dad was apparently spotted 3 days ago on the corner of Dovercourt and Bloor. It's an area that he did frequent many years ago, so if he is having any sort of episode, please look out in that area. Check your backyards, front garages. We don't really know where he is, but he was apparently heading west. So hopefully, anything in that area. And if he is also very familiar with the south of there, towards Dundas and College, Trinity Bellwoods. So anyone in that area, please check your backers once again, garages.
Anyone with information is asked to come forward and speak with investigators. Today marks 10 years since the Danzig Street shooting. 2 people were killed and more than 20 were injured on July 16, 2012, when a pair of rival gangs opened fire at a community barbecue in the neighborhood near Morningside and Lawrence. 14-year-old Cheyenne Charles and 23-year-old Joshua Yesay were killed in the shooting. The city says the Toronto sign will be dimmed tonight to commemorate the victims and for those who continue to be affected by gun violence in Toronto. Ontario's New Democrats have announced when they'll elect a new party leader. Andrea Horwath stepped down as leader following the June 2nd election. The party says her permanent successor will be elected in the first week of March 2023, and leadership hopefuls will have until early December to register as candidates. Exact dates were not given. Toronto MPP Peter Tabuns is currently serving as the party's interim leader. 442, 29 degrees. This is Toronto's breaking news, CP24. U.S. President Joe Biden wraps up his first visit to the Middle East today. More on the